Hi guys, it's David, Win August University here, and today we're going to talk about Hex, what's been going on with the markets overall, where I think Hex is going to go, and some strategies around Pulsechain and yeah, the Ethereum fork. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so welcome to August University, where, as you guys know, I'm a Hexy can, not a Hexy can't. And yeah, Hex has been kind of up and down, sideways, really. Today we did get to see, within the last 24 hours, about a 9% increase. But we were kind of going sideways for a while. Now, if you look at the actual chart here, here's all-time high, right? Back in September 19th, and we haven't hit that all-time high again yet. So we're kind of moving down a little bit here. Now, there's a lot of things happening in the next little while. I still feel we have a lot of opportunity for upwards momentum. We're not nearly even close to being viral. A lot of people are kind of sitting and waiting patiently to see what happens with Pulsechain. And as it continues to be tested out on testnet right now. We don't have any real utility yet until it's created, and we need a lot of these different answers, these unknowns answered, and not everyone has the answers. Okay, so we can predict, we can speculate, but we don't really know where the prices are going to start. Now, I can say that there's definitely a lot of excitement. There's people excited about Pulsechain even more than they were excited about Hex, okay? And Hex hasn't even gone viral yet. Hex is still, an early opportunity for most. If you talk to your friends and family and just people around it, even in the crypto space, not everybody knows about Hex. Even a lot of these influencers on YouTube, things like that, they don't even talk about Hex because they are scared to. So myself here in August University, I always talk about Hex because I believe in it, believe in what Richard Hart is doing. I'm a Hexy can, and I like to be real and raw, uncut with you guys. So right now, we're kind of having like a little bit of a sideways movement here. We had some movement downwards, the last couple days, and then we're starting to make up another rise here. So could this be an upwards movement? I think we can. Even with Bitcoin going up, Hex was kind of going down and sideways, right? So Hex has a life of its own. It has its own community. And, the opportunity right now, when there's dips like this, if Ethereum fees are low enough, my strategy is just dollar cost average into more Hex, right? I have some Hex bags now. Not as large as some other, OGs or anything like that, but, Hex is a large portion of my portfolio, and I'm excited to see what happens with Pulsechain because we're gonna get the mirrored forked over duplication of P-Hex, or the new Hex, right? So E-Hex is still, I feel, will still be very extremely valuable, but Ethereum fees is just ridiculous right now. So today I was actually gonna purchase more Hex with my Ethereum, and like some of these fees, the medium contract fee right now, if you look on the bottom right corner here, $122. I actually saw as high as $300 today. I was like, what is going on, right? So a few days ago, I actually got more Hex with a $30 Ethereum gas fee. So, $123 or $200 is just ridiculous to me. So this is definitely going to be remedied with Pulsechain, and the Pulsechain fees and P-Hex, aka the new Hex. So I think this is a lot of opportunity for growth for us, but also there's a lot of unknowns of what the E-Hex is going to be worth versus the P-Hex, right? So since there's so many unknowns, you want to develop a strategy for yourself so that you can so you can be basically looking at your portfolio and be happy with your moves. Obviously, we can't predict everything, but some people are saying, they're going to wait and they're just going to buy Pulsechain when it dips and not focus on Hex. For me, I believe in Pulse being very popular and having a huge potential for growth, similar to Ethereum's growth. Now, not a lot of people know, they think of it just being an Ethereum fork. Not a lot of people know that there's a lot of adaptation and a lot of dApps and different things being built for Pulse Chain's ecosystem as well. So keep that in mind. So think of like a Cardano, think of like a Solana, but completely different, obviously. And it was created by Richard Hart. So Richard Hart is a genius, in my opinion. I believe in what he's saying. And, you know, I do have a lot of trust in what Richard Hart has built, right? So that being said, you know, if you're stacking up your Hex right now, you're going to get duplicates on Pulse Chain. And in my opinion, both of them are going to be extremely valuable. So when you can see lower fees, like not today, obviously, but when you see lower fees, that's an opportunity to accumulate more. So have some funds ready. You know, if you got to grind it out a little harder this week, next week, and the following months, do so. If you need to, you know, start an online business or do a little bit more work online, do what you have to do. You know, do a garage sale, stack up, sell a couple more things that you don't need just to buy Hex. Hey, do what you got to do to stack up your bag so that we can be financially free, right? Now, if you guys don't know what Hex is, obviously it's a certificate of deposit on the blockchain. So the first blockchain certificate of deposit, accruing high interest, no minimum, and decentralized design. Okay, over 200,000 wallets own Hex so far, and Richard Hart is making new Ethereum fork for lower fees, which I talked about, right? So this is not viral yet, guys. So when it becomes viral, look at coins like Sheeb, okay? What's the use case behind Sheeb? Yes, there's Shiba Swap. Yes, there's all kinds of stuff. You know, it doesn't compete with something like Hex, right? Yes, it has a cool picture. Yes, it has a nice logo. So does Hex. Hex has an amazing logo. But this is business friendly. This is institutional investor friendly as well, okay? So when Hex gets it's already being looked at by institutions, but at a massive level, not yet. So if we get to massive levels and massive levels on the community as well side of things, then this could be huge. And this could push Hex to obviously new all-time highs again, but then surpass that. So I feel like by end of year, I think the second part of the bull market's only just beginning again. So I do feel I'm gonna stand behind what I said is $1 to $2 Hex by end of year. Now, like I said, we're kind of going sideways because people are kind of waiting to see what happens with Pulse Chain. But I still feel like it's gonna move upwards, and it's been kind of stagnant for you know, a few days to a week now. So we could, you know, see some giant leaps soon. That's just my opinion. This is not financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. But, you know, I really feel, you know, this whole ecosystem is going to be gigantic. Pulse Chain as well, especially with development being integrated for new platforms on Pulse Chain. It's actually going to have use cases. It's going to have low fees. You know, there's a lot of opportunity here. There really is a lot of opportunity here, right? So I feel like it's going to be at least $2 by end of the year. You know, $1 to $2 in between there. I shouldn't say at least $2, up to $2 by end of the year, and then it's going to continue to skyrocket. Now, after Pulse Chain releases, I feel like there's going to be some consolidation possibly. So you might see some dips on, you know, the Hex side of things. You might see some dips after all the excitement has kind of happened already. So just keep that in mind. You know, there might be a little bit of a dip after Pulse Chain officially releases. Maybe people won't be as impressed as they thought they were going to be impressed, or what have you. People are usually never happy with anything. So there might be a pullback, but keep in mind, we're thinking long term here, guys. We're talking a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, right? So, you know, stake start creating some stakes so that you can reward yourself as well with some more Hex down the road. Set up some stakes for your birthday. Set up some stakes 5 years from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, so that you're opening up a new Hex bag whenever possible during special events, right? Special times. So Hex is looking good right now. The whole cryptocurrency market is doing pretty good. Today's not as exciting as yesterday, but still good. That's all I want to talk about today, guys. And yeah, as soon as this gas fee kind of lowers down here, I'm looking to pick up some more. $99 right now. Another interesting thing, guys, to be aware of is if you look here, this is Hex.vision. So these stakes are ending soon. This is a large bag, October 30th. That's the stake is ending. So just be cautious. There might. Now this is before Pulsechain, Ethereum forks, so they may hold. But you know, whoever's stakes are expiring on the 30th of this month, that you know there's a chance that they could sell some off and take some profits, right? So just keep that in mind. Be wary. But typically, if there's a big sell-off, then people will buy in, and you see a dip, people take the opportunity to buy in. So just kind of be cautious of these dates. You can see October 30th. That's a large stake ending. The next date after that is November 30th. So the end of October, the end of November, before Christmas. Okay. There's some big end stakes, so just be cautious there. Have some liquid crypto so that you can buy on any dips. Okay, that's just what I'm gonna do, but you guys can do whatever you want. Yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. I'm still super bullish on Hex, so super bullish on Pulsechain. What's happening? I was using testnet, super fast. Just everything that's going on is gonna be crazy. And as we get more closer to the release, then I believe that Richard Hart's going to have more video content and stuff like that to engage with the audience. And he's been building huge communities all around the world with meetups and stuff like that. So we appreciate you, Richard Hart. We appreciate everybody watching the video today, all my Augustines, and also all my Hexicans. Comment below your strategies on Pulsechain, your strategies on Hex, what you're doing, when you got in. And appreciate a like if you don't mind. And if you didn't already do so, please subscribe to the channel. I do talk about Hex, but also other projects and other things in crypto. I appreciate you for being subscribed. Until next time, stay bullish, and I'll see you in the next video.